Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, third and short, defense was definitely thinking run. And instead, they throw the football, they catch him up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Calls his own number. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cuse. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. On the ground, it's quick. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Grab near the sticks. It's Jordan. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Running back searching for a hole. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Looking for space. It's quick. Across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They'll test the right side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The give to the fullback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to...
The Sneak scores it.
And And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Quick handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Powers through the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in.
drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
They're going to run it. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's quick. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football.
Going to the run, it's quick. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Finds his big tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Going for the marker on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorn! And that one will give him the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Darnold. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Finds a spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand him the ball, good things are going to happen.
One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keep it on the ground. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Pulls and fires complete. Ripping through the defense. Turning it on. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll go to the fullback, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Give to the running back, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Keene. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Darnold. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got it in the middle. It's Watt. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. The throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This to tie things up in the final minute. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Royer. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well give it to him again. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Going right to work up top. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front, sees the gap, is able to beat his block and get to the QB.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
At this point in the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Now third and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Floats it out in space. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Nestled just inside that right upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Using his legs, it's Royer. Brings into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. First and goal and a touchdown will win it. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He got it in! Ball game! What a clutch play as they win it in double overtime!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it.